Let's bring in Arizona Republican Senator Martha McSally. She's a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, and she joins us today from Tucson. Senator, good morning to you.
Good morning to you from the great state of Arizona.
It's great to have you on this President's Day. So what do you make of the fact that some Democrats are calling for investigations into the Roger Stone sentencing, suggestions from the prosecutors, and then the president gets involved and the attorney general's involved? Do the Democrats really want to have another investigation? Because the last one didn't turn out so well for them.
Well, if you recall, they've been trying to investigate this president on everything from his tweets. They tried to impeach him 8 times before the last impeachment that we went through, impeachment trial we went through, this hyper-partisan environment that we're in. I'll tell you, in Arizona, people are tired of their obstruction and their investigations and their impeachments. They want them to get to work to address the issues that impact Americans. We need to work together to lower the cost of prescription drugs. President Trump called on us at the State of the Union address to put legislation on his desk. There's a bipartisan bill. I co-sponsored it recently. Chuck Grassley's leading it. I've got some other initiatives I'll be rolling out on this topic. This is what matters to people in Arizona,
right.
Plus, supporting our veterans and preventing suicide. So many other issues. Let's get to work.
So, Senator, let me just follow up on that real quickly. Your colleague, Elizabeth Warren, said that if Barr won't resign, then Barr can be impeached. What do you say to your colleague?
I think, she's in a failed presidential candidacy right now, so I don't know if anybody's listening to Elizabeth Warren. But look, Bill Barr's a good man. I appreciate him stepping up to serve again. He gave the president some advice yesterday. When you hire good people, maybe you should listen to that advice. I would, but I think we now need to get back to work. She needs to get back to the Senate, stop missing votes, and start working on the things that matter to Americans.
So, Senator, President Trump came under fire for tweeting about the Roger Stone case. Should he have weighed in?
He has a right just like everybody else. But again, he hired Bill Barr. Bill Barr is a good man, and I hope he listens to his advice.
All right. We understand the President of the United States is heading your way. It's going to be 3 rallies in 3 days out in Arizona. Is there a possibility he could fly in real low over wherever you are with Air Force One and then drive around the building with the beast?
Maybe that was outstanding. I flew the A-10. Maybe I could do a flyby on his wing, right, with Air Force One. We're excited to have President Trump back to Arizona. He came out to rally for me in 2018. I was the first senator he endorsed in 2020. There is a lot at stake. Arizona will be ground zero. We will make sure that President Trump wins Arizona, and then I win Arizona. We're ground zero to keep the Senate majority. And my opponent this week confirmed that he would support Bernie Sanders and the Democrat socialist agenda if he's the nominee. And we need to make sure we don't let that happen. And I'm looking forward to hosting President Trump back here again.
Well, it'll make it a simple choice.
Wednesday, we'll be looking forward to it. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator.